Blog Talk Radio.
Namaste and good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Kili Amma, Channel for the Divine, and I'm with you today for our weekly channeled message. Today's message is coming through from St. Germain. If you give me just a few moments, I'll go ahead and get in the channel, and we'll see what he has for us today. Dear hearts, the time of the shift is upon us. There is much changing in your personal lives, in the world, and in the energies and frequencies that are coming in at this time. As the vibrations of the planet is rising higher, as you align closer and closer with the galactic center, you will see and feel the vibrations within you and around you rising. What this means for you is that as you are moving forward and focusing on that which is your true heart's desire, you will see that coming to pass. You will begin to see things manifesting much faster with much less interference from the lower vibrating energies. There are many of you who are stressing, shall we say, over what is coming up on the 21st. Dear hearts, I must say, do not stress, for this is the shift that you've been waiting for. The world is not going to come to an end. Life is going to continue to go on. There will be a great upliftment into the Christ consciousness vibration at this time. It has been growing for quite some time, and it is going to reach one of its pinnacle peaks coming up between the 21st and the 23rd. What this means for you is that the more you are focused on raising your vibration, the more that you are coming from love, the more that you are coming from your own divine self, the more changes that will come to this world. This is the gateway for creating peace in the world. It is not something that is going to happen overnight. There is no miraculous button that will be pushed at this time to stop the wars or anything else. This is a shift in consciousness. And what this means is that as millions of beings are awakened, their perspectives will begin to shift. Their paradigms will begin to shift. And as these shifts occur, you will find that more of those that are in the higher governmental places will begin to shift as well. Those who are not in these higher positions will begin to voice their opinions, will begin to stand in their own right, which in turn will force those who are in ruling positions to follow through and do what the people wish. This is not going to be an overnight shift. This is something that is going to take several years for it to come fully about. But as your vibrations are rising, as the vibrations of your leaders are rising, you will find that there will be a major difference in things to come. You will find that your governments, who are doing things to their people and yet not doing it to themselves, are going to begin to see that what is not right for themselves is not right for the people as well. And things will begin to shift. As the Christ consciousness saturates this world, you will begin to see others as yourself. You will begin to realize that you are all interconnected. You will begin to realize that you are truly all from the same source. You will see that your differences will begin to fade away. And as these differences fade away in your minds, you will begin to love one another as it should have been from the beginning. There are so many shifts that are coming in your world from this raise in consciousness. When you look back on it in 10 years, you will be amazed at how dark everything was prior. There is going to be great shifts so far as everything that is running your world. Your ways of using energy are going to shift to what you all refer to as green energy. For there are many ways to harness this energy without raping the planet. And at this point, Gaia is unable to handle any more of her life's blood being taken. The oil, the natural gas, the coal, all of this must stop. For these are parts of her, just as your heart and your blood are parts of you. These are necessary for her to be able to function and to be the living being that she is, just as your blood and your heart is necessary for you to be the living human being that you are. There are many things that have been hidden from you so far as scientific developments. These are going to start coming out into the light over the next several years. You will see great changes in your automobiles, in your planes, in your homes, in the way that you receive your electricity, in the way that you grow your food. It will be affecting all things in your life. And when these are revealed and you are made aware of how they have been hidden from you for so many decades, it would be a natural inclination to become upset. However, that energy must be channeled into a different direction to help with growth instead of resorting back to the old ways of fear. The next several years are going to be amazing. All of you are going to be growing so much in your spiritual self and in your physical lives. It truly is a new world rising. There are many steps that still must be taken for this to happen. You are all on the path that you need to be on in order to get to where you need to be. Each and every one of you have come in with soul contracts. Each and every one of you had decided before you came into this body what experiences you were going to have. Brent, there is free will, and there has been freedom of choice, and there will continue to be freedom of choice. But the major events in your life have always been part of your plans. Some may deviate from what you originally designed. However, through these deviations, you still wind up coming back to center, coming back to what you had originally planned. Know this in your heart, that though you may stray off the path, you will eventually circle back and follow through with what you came here to do. With all the changes that are coming through, it is necessary for you to continue to meditate every day, to bring in the violet flame, to transmute any of the lower vibrating energies back into love. This is necessary, dear hearts. For many of you are walking around shining your light and working with others to help amplify their flames as well. But through doing so, you do wind up catching into their drama. And with some of this lower vibrational drama, it can affect you personally. By focusing and meditating on the violet flame and bringing the violet flame in and through you, allowing it to cleanse and purify not only your body, but your energy, your aura, and your space around you, you will find that the effects are much less. It would be best if everyone were to meditate, bringing in the violet flame every day and working to not only cleanse yourself and your space, but to also amplify it and bring it out into where you live and across the planet, connecting with all the other violet flames, so that you totally encompass the planet and help beloved Gaia through this shift, for she is in need of your assistance on this. There are many things that have been done to this planet that will cause major shifts on the surface of the planet. This is something that happens every time we go through this great shift. And this is a cycle, dear one. This is a cycle you go through every few thousand years. Most of it is lost to your history, and this is so you can relearn everything. As you meditate, spend time listening to what Gaia does have to say and assist her in any way that you may. Do your best to help her through this change. And do not fear as she begins to rumble and roll. Do not fear as the volcanoes begin to go, for this is part of the shift. Every time we go around this cycle, she changes her surface just a little. Know that wherever you are when these shifts occur are exactly where you're supposed to be. And know that if you're in any of the areas that are affected by this, that you are there to shine your light and to assist others. There is a lesson to be learned there for not just yourself, but everyone involved in that area. It is up to you to shine your light. It is up to you to help others to find their way to their own light and ignite that flame once again. Help to lead them, children. Lead them back to their own divine self. This does not mean tell them exactly what to do and how to do it, for everyone has their own ways. This means gently guide them, give them ideas, but do not press them. Know that we are with you throughout these shifts and throughout these changes. Know that each and every one of you are able to connect. Each and every one of you are able to speak to me or any of the other Ascended Masters at any time you wish. It is a matter of whether or not you are listening. If you take the time to surround yourself in light and to focus on your breathing and call on who it is you wish to speak to gain the information from, know that you are being answered. Listen. Feel it in your heart, and you will know where it is coming from. It is with this that I'd like to wish you a good day and a wonderful shift. I am Saint Germain. Namaste. Ooh. I love it when Saint Germain comes through. Stu's always so powerful in his messages. I hope that this helped you on your path, and I hope that you do take his advice and working with the violet flame, for it is a very, very powerful tool. And it is something that each one of us do need to work with in order to transmute all the negative vibrating energies that are coming in. I am feeling the Divine Mother's presence, and looking at the time, we do have time for a message from her as well. So if you give me just a few moments, I'll go ahead and see what she has for us as well. Beloved, this time of year always brings such love and joy for one another as you celebrate the birth of the Christ child, as you celebrate the change of the season. And now, with this wonderful shift that is upon you, the higher frequencies that are coming in of the peace and the love and the light frequencies that are raining down upon this earth. Can you feel them, dear one? Keep in mind, as you're going through these shifts, that there are many who are having a hard time with it. For these beings, it is necessary for you to show a little more love, a little more encouragement, and a little more compassion. For many at this time, you feel quite lonely. And that is not only due to the fact that they are feeling alone, but also because they haven't found their own inner spark. At this time, if you are showing them love, if you are showing them compassion, and helping them to get through whatever it is they are going through, it will help to ignite their flame and help them to carry on. Do this in love. Do not force anything on anyone, for there is free will. And as many of you know, when things are forced upon you, you tend to back away. And this is not what you wish to do. The upcoming alignment is going to bring in even more of the Christ consciousness energy, which will be bringing in more of the love and the compassion and the light. It will help you to feel even more connected with the divine. It will help you to be more at peace and coming from joy instead of focusing on everything that you feel is not working for you. With this higher frequency, it is also going to assist you with faster manifestation. So keep this in mind, dear one, as your thoughts may slip from what you wish to have happen in your life. For many of you, focus on what could go wrong, if you will, and realize that that which you focus on, you create. Dear hearts, I know that for many of you, you are still having a bit of a struggle with controlling your thoughts and controlling your emotions. Work on it every day and catch yourself. Anytime you are thinking, and catch yourself thinking on things that you wish not to create. Let the universe know that that is not what you wish to happen and start focusing on what it is you wish to have happen. You will find that many of the things you worry about will not happen. So be at peace to your heart and focus on what is truly your heart's desire. Over the next few weeks, you are going to be feeling even lighter, even more at peace. And as this time goes, you'll be able to amplify that energy to the point that everywhere you go, you're being a ray of sunshine, if you will, and helping others to find that peace and joy in their lives. For that is what you are all here to do, to love and support one another and to help them be the divineness that they are. Fear not about the upcoming shift, for many will see that it is just another day. However, you will see that you are coming from a lighter perspective. You will see that you are filled with much more joy. You will see this lightness of heart. Do not question it. Do not question it. Let it flow and be at peace. This is a great time of change, dear ones. On the solstice, as we are heading into this galactic alignment, be sure to take time to go into your heart, to focus on your breathing, and to connect. Connect with that spark of God that is within you. And breathe. And allow the Divine Ones to communicate with you and listen. Until next time, dear heart, I love you. Namaste. That was a nice little message from the Divine Mother. I hope that the messages that came through today help you on your path. And do join us on Friday, where I am going to be hosting an energy transmission at the same time, 2 to 2:30 Central Time, U.S. It will be available for replay as well. And during it, you will receive whatever energies that are channeling through. And it does come through on the replay as well. I have noticed that every person that I have heard from anyway has had a slightly different experience with it, but it's all helped them to be able to raise their vibrations. So do please check out this week's energy transmission, which will be this Friday at 2 p.m. Central. And if you're looking for any kind of information or spiritual tools, please do check out my website, which is www.kiliamma.com. That's KILIAMMA.com. And if you wish to have a one-on-one session with me, be it a counseling session or a healing session, my phone number is area code 850-375-2996. That's 850-375-2996. Or you can email me at kiliamma@yahoo.com. That's KILIAMMA@yahoo.com. I hope you all have a wonderful